Hello, what's going on, Sumolings? It's Lindsay from AppSumo. Thanks for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. Today we are joined by the team over at Quoters. We have Esteban, who is the marketing manager, and I believe we have Andreas, who will be answering your questions and talking to y'all in the chat. Quoters is an online software that lets you quickly create, track, and e-sign high converting proposals all in one place. You can get your lifetime deal starting at just $49 on AppSumo right now. Before we dive into the tool, I want to tell you just a few quick things. The first is that we would love to hear about your business. You could tell us a little bit about your use case and why you would like to use Quoters over in the chat box. The second thing is if you have any questions about the tool or how the deal is set up, leave those questions down below the video in the Q&A box. Any questions that go in the chat, I probably won't see them. Keep them in the Q&A box, keeps it organized. The third thing is that there will be a replay of this, so if you need to step out early, or if you think that you're gonna miss some of it, don't worry, you can watch this really as many times as you want. All right, thank you so much, Esteban, for joining us today.
Thank you so much to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass this off to you, but first, why don't you tell us a little bit about how it's going? What are people loving about Quoters?
Well, we're finding that a lot of people are enjoying how simple Quoters is. So that means that you can create in a few clicks any proposal for any client. Let's say not only for proposals but also documents itself. So because you can also change some features and you can configure everything. So I think this is what it's making people more happy, and I think it's what it is going to. That's what I'm going to show in the walkthrough, just in case there are some questions rising at the AppSumo deal page. So we're trying to work with them.
We just got a comment in the chat box from Natalie in Santa Monica, California, which I just want to say hi, I'm in LA. I run sales and marketing for a managed IT services company. I just got Quoters.io yesterday and love it. So easy to use. I wanted to cry out of relief after using so many that weren't intuitive. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Natalie, for that. And thank you so much, Esteban. I'm going to pass this off to you for the walkthrough, and I will check back in for the Q&A. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and leave those in the Q&A box down below the video. All right, I'll catch you in a little bit.
Okay. So cool. I'm going to share my screen. Let's find this one. Okay, cool. So this is Quoters dashboard, and from here you can create a proposal, and you will see all your proposals, the ones that are running, the ones that are accepted, and so on. You can also filter your results here. You can filter search results, so you can search on your proposals no matter where. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're searching for a title, if you're searching on any of the document. You can find almost everything, and you also have these filters to check up only for accepted, rejected, or no status. So that means that you can find almost everything, and you also have this drop down to search on active only or archived only. Okay. Also, you can pick a date from on to. I mean, this is just to make it simple, and you have these options here to preview, to share, change the status. So you can also change it to rejected or accepted, archive the proposal. You can also clone proposals. I mean, there's a point that we found out that the templates can be cool, but also cloning a proposal is just as simple as this is. So you can try, and also you can delete it. Creating a proposal, as you might see, is quite simple. Just this huge button here, create a new proposal. You have your own templates. Just think here, you need your own templates to select them on any other integration. So I mean, you can't use this default ones we have here, but you need your own template to select it on Zapier integration, for instance. So just a reminder about this, because we have found that some people say that they cannot use templates there. So this is an idea. Okay, so this is the idea. You can use these ones. I'm going to create just one from, let's say, event planning. Let's start an event. Proposal title. You can pick a contact from here. If you want to create a new contact, you just use here, and you will be prompted to just to use two data are important, which is the name and the email. From here, you can change the currency. One thing, if you use per default, only Euro and USD are the currencies by default. So that means that if you want to use another currency, you have to change the currency on the proposals you made before. Okay, so just to clarify, because there are lots of people who are asking this. So this is the idea. You can choose you can add a prefix, proposal number, date, and blah blah. And these three check boxes are to allow to accept proposal online. So this means if checked, that the accept button will be on the public view. If you don't check this, for instance, you can use it to share, let's say, an onboarding, or you can also share, for instance, a travel guide, because we have found that some travel agencies who are using quotas are quite they do really love quotas, and they're using proposals for to share travel guides with their clients. So, which is quite a cool idea. You can make signature required to accept the proposal, and you also have this another checkbox to allow your client to download the PDF. Okay, so I'm going to uncheck, because I'm going to show you later how to edit all this information. Let's go. And as you can see, there are on these templates, you have a lot of sections created. You can have a picture in the background, a photo, which you can edit from here. Okay, here you have all the options. You can save a section. So you don't only templatize everything, but you also can templatize just a section. If you save that block, that section, you can reuse it whenever you want. So you can create, for instance, there are some cases when a template is not enough. We have found that. And a lot of people just use this saving section. So for instance, you can create a proposal just using the section feature. So that means that you can customize almost everything and create customized proposals for most of your clients. From here you can edit the backgrounds, typography. Also, you can have this button, the auto size, which means that depending on the size of the information is here, the section will have different height, or you can expand it to view afterwards in a full height. Okay, so it means they will use all the available height of your screen. One cool thing that we have is the placeholders. I mean, the variables. From here you can change almost everything from the editor. It's quite simple, we know, but this is one idea that just to make us simple. We want to make it to keep it simple. So that means that you can use bullet lists, you can use ordinal lists, you can add line breaks, you can strike through whatever. Maybe this is not enough for some people, but I mean, this is just to make it simple. Okay, so we'll try. I don't know if we will be working on the editor, but okay, we will try to find out some ideas. We're also collecting all your ideas, gathering all your ideas to order them and to find out which ones we can implement. Okay, so don't worry about that, because maybe the editor will be extending in a near future. And also the list of placeholders, the list of all the available placeholders are here. You can have you can just use this to templatize everything, because you have the quote description. There are ideas about the proposal. Some others refer to the business, to your own business, and the rest of them are regarding the contact. So we use the contact information we have. Okay, so if you have for instance, the ID number, the tax number of them, you can use this placeholder. You can use addresses, zips, and so on. Okay, I'm not going to add anyone, because I mean, you've seen. You can add background videos too, which is cool. Okay, From here, you can also set up with the video. Yeah, you can also set the sound on or off, okay? And you also can add some images. If you are adding a YouTube video, the image will be picked up from YouTube itself. But if you're using, for instance, video hosted on your cloud service or S3, for instance, or in your own hosting, you need to add an image just to avoid this blank section. Okay. And I'm moving on. You can see, as you can see, you have a lot of things here. You can add images. You can link those images to. Okay. For instance, if you want to add another to add an image, you can use this this button to add an image on the section. You can use whatever, and you can use any images from Unsplash, as we provide connection with them. So it's integrated, or you can upload your own files from here, from your device, from a link. For instance, if you have a picture on your website, for instance, from Google Drive, Dropbox, or even Box services. Okay. I'm not going to add anyone because I want to show you also some other thing. You can add also tables. Okay, you have here these buttons for format, and you also can add any videos, or even embed. You can paste your embed code here to insert your videos. Okay, we'll understand this as there's been a lot of people asking that we may allow embedding some code from other sources. So this could be one step ahead, just to allow you doing that. Okay, and here you can find the pricing table. Well, by the way, you can move sections. For instance, this will be moving down and move up, and you can add from here any sections, pricing table. This is a multi-content section. I mean, text, images, or videos, and also sections you can access from here. Okay. And here in the financial proposal, this pricing table, you can add anything. And when I say anything, it's just that you have, if it's already saved as a rate, you can use it. Just start writing, start typing, and you will find it out. From here, you can add this rate to the library, move up or delete. And this is one of our most advanced features that allows you rating to add costs to any rate. Okay, so for instance, we have this cost library. So we'll add this, for instance. Okay, this is the price, and you can from here you can get the markup margin. Okay, so this is cool if you want to know the markup or the margin of your projects. If you add this cost to your tariffs or to your pricing table, that will be cool, because you will always know how profitable is your project. Okay, just I'm going to close because I don't want to save this. From here you can preview the proposal itself. As you can see here, we have this download PDF button. This is showing because I'm logged in, so your client won't see this button. Check. You can share your proposal from here. Okay, if you have your custom domain configured, from here you will see your own domain. Okay, so this part of the URL which will be filled with your own domain. You can copy from here. You can share through Gmail or even email. Just this will open your email client. You can download your PDF from here. You can save your template. Okay, and this will allow you to, for instance, if you want to update or to override your templates, you can do it here. And if you want to delete it, just delete it. Okay, so I mean, the editor is quite simple. Okay, so that means that you only have H1, H2, and I think that for most businesses this should be enough. Okay. Also, if you want to edit those default values we had, you come here. I'm going to do it a little bit. Okay, you see here a pen. Just from here, you can change the proposal title. You can even change the contact, and you can change. Sorry, all this information. For instance, I'm going to check all this unchecked. You want to change one cool thing that may be a little bit difficult maybe for some people to understand. You can change your currency from here, and since you have default currency set up, this will be update all the values on your pricing tables. For instance, if you are working in Euro, but you want to change, you have a client that works on US dollars, just select US dollars, and all the values in euros will be automatically exchanged to dollars. So that's a cool feature. For us, it means quite cool. So just let us know what do you think about this, because this is quite important for to us to know if you are understanding this, because it's quite an advanced thing, and some people are saying I just don't understand this, and we want to know if you really understand it. Okay. So once I've checked all this, just continue the proposal. I go to the preview. And from here, as you may notice, we have now the accept button. So that means that we can accept the name. I'm going to put Esteban, the email, Esteban Waters, and I'm going to sign this. This is supposed to be. This is not cool, okay? But if, for instance, if you are using a tablet, or if you're using your own cell phone, you will see that you can sign using using a pen or using your own finger to sign. So that's cool, because that means that this adds more trust, and more people are getting more confidence with this. Okay. And I think this is most of the ideas from the editor. Just if you want to change the size, just do it. Okay, just one of the corner cursors. You can add terms, conditions, and so on. Okay, so this is mostly, and we did this approach that means more how is it said? Oh, forward the word. More a landing page instead of document. Okay, so we're more focused on making this look cool, look like a landing page, which means that for people are more familiar to that, and it's even more simple than dealing with this document, because we have to. This means that we have a huge, a lot of code from there laying down, and this means that even this is even simpler, because this means that it works on most of the devices for now, and that means that it's simpler. So you don't have anything that is not working and so on. Okay. Also, I'm going back to the dashboard, because I'm going to show you some ideas about the settings, which are here. So from here you can check your subscription. I mean, if you are in AppSumo, from here you will see an AppSumo tab where you can add more codes, which is quite simple. You can from here set up your own domain. Okay, this is the one we have. It's not verified because we don't own acme.com, which is it's the same, but okay, it's cool. But from here you will get the DNS record for this. Okay. You can change from here your typography. There are not too many options available, and we will be adding some more fonts if you need them. So just let us know if your font is on Google. It's part of Google Fonts, or it's available on Google Fonts. We can try to add this from here. Okay, change your color. You can use the hex or the colors itself. And from here you have all these options to change the proposals default values. Okay, proposals expiration in days, proposals prefix. You can set the one that is going to be used by default. Proposals currency as well. You want to update your rates, update. Okay, so that means that all those rates have been updated, and when they were in euro, they're now in British pounds, in pound sterling. Okay, in sterling pounds. Proposals language. For now, this is for the public view. Now only Spanish, English, and Catalonian are the languages that are available, but we are adding some more. thank you very much, Sumo Links, because you are giving us not only feedback, but you are also helping us to translate all these public view strings. And for now, we have I think that we have French, German, Polish, and Italian so far. I'm just trying to recall, but those 4 languages are added. So if you want to help us on this translation, just let us know, so we can share with you all the documents that have all the strings for public views. Okay, so your clients will receive all the information in your own language. You can also allow to accept the proposals by default or not, PDFs downloadable, and so on. And from here, the proposal signature. This is one of the pain points we have found, that people don't understand really how proposal signature work. So you need to provide the name of the signate, the people who's in charge of the signature in your business. You're going to require it by default. There's a typo here. We're working on this. Sorry for the mistake. And you need to upload. You need to upload an image of the signature. A JPG or PNG are available. So just upload here. It ratio for the image has to be 4/3. Okay. Same goes for the logo. It has to be 4/3. Okay. You can use any image here. And you also can add as many taxes as you may need. So your own taxes, locals, whatever. Okay. So if you need to add whatever, just add here the tax name and also the percentage. Okay. You will be adding more uses here. And from here, you will in this information tab, you will have all the information about your users. Okay. From here, your business name. You can change your URL. So, but at this moment, this is not. We're not using these values as well as the time zone. They're just for statistical purposes. This one, okay. But you can change your language here. This is the language of the interface, okay, English and Spanish. And last but not least, you have here the library. You can also have here your contacts. I'm not going to explain much about this. Okay, as you can see, there's enough information. One thing that you can set up default currency for any of your contacts. So if you are using euro, for instance, and your contact is working on US dollars, you can set the US dollars here. So the proposals of your contact of your client will all be done in US dollars. Okay, I'm going to close this. From here, accessing to library, the library of rates, which from here you can create any one of them, and the library of costs. So as you can see, these costs, you can also add folders to keep everything in order. Okay. Settings, sorry. And this one, the connect. From here, you can integrate. You can get the API key to integrate on Zapier. Point is that at this moment, Zapier is in beta stage, so you will be. It's not showing publicly, but we're working on that. So in the near future, it will be out of beta and will be available in the Zapier marketplace. But you only have to request your API key. Will accept it, and from there, and since you will receive you will receive a link to confirm that, and you can start using Zapier on with quotas. The quotas can be used as trigger and also as an action in Zapier. So that means that you can use for almost everything. You can start your subs with quotas, or you can use it with your very own applications. So that means that you can also use it for everything. We've got lots of requests to use some other systems such as Integromat, and we will be working on that. So it's part of our it's in our request list, but I think we will sooner or later we'll be working on this. So expect some more improvements in the near future. From here, you can access to our help center. email to support. I'm going to close this. And from here, this menu, from here you can change all the values of your profile. Okay, so as for instance, we at Quarters, that now it's quarters.io is the URL you've seen, but a few months ago we were summersquarters.com. So from here we just changed our email, so you can change your email, you can change your profile information, you can reuse any of your data from here. You can update even a profile image, and you can set up from here getting subscribe to our Quarters newsletter that is going to be online next week. And if you want to get some information or personalized or customized offers, you can use that. You can also check this box. Okay, so that's mainly it. I mean, this Quarters is meant to be simple. We will start adding some of the features that you are requesting, because there are lots of things that you have requested, and we have to work on that. But for now, I think this is enough. So just to me, it's important to hear more, to read all your feedback, so we can. Just Lindsay, if you have some questions, just let me know.
We do have some questions.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Some of these you may have already answered. I'm sorry. I did try to like get rid of the ones that I heard answered and like whatever, but I make mistakes. Okay. So the first question is, how do we add a signature box for the client to sign?
Okay. How do we add a signature box? Just select, just use the text box. So it's that's it.
How does
if you check the box on the
okay. How does the client accept a proposal?
Well, here, go here. This has the button to accept. So from here, just sign and accept. If you don't check the option to sign, let me check. Since this is, I'm going to reduce here. For instance, if you don't want your client to sign but just accept, come here, more information, check this box, allow to accept, but no signature. And as soon as we do this, you only need name and email, so no signature. Okay.
Awesome, love it. So we are getting questions about integrations, and I don't want to go ahead and name all of them. Can you tell us a little bit about integrations and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So by now there's so far you can use integrations. Every single application that is available on Zapier, you can use it. So that means that depending on the application itself, it will have some more actions or less. For instance, we have tested Quoters connected to Typeform or Google Forms. So that means that you can have you can connect Quoters with your form solution if it's available on Zapier. And that means that, for instance, in a conditional form where you just move your client to any other section depending on their answer, you can send to them a proposal customized depending on those proposals. So for instance, if you have like 3 services, I don't know, SEO, social media marketing, and PPC campaigns, for instance, and your client decides to go to the SEO thing, then you can send to them a custom proposal about just using those placeholders to send them like a first draft, or just to qualify your prospects, for instance. You can also, for instance, there's something that we don't have that it's being requested, that it's sending reminders or sending, for instance, notifications, because we decided not to go to send too many emails. So that's not our approach, because we found out that sometimes emails get to go to a spam or even are filtered because of some of these paranoid spam filters that some solutions, some companies have. So you can set up, for instance, a reminder to be sent on Gmail to your client. Let's say 5 days before the proposal term is getting around. You can send, for instance, to yourself a notification once a proposal is viewed, the public view is accessed. You also can have some integrations on, let's say, for instance, PayPal can be integrated because it's a part of, it's also available on Zapier. But for instance, because this is a recurring question as regards payments, we don't support any of them right now out of the box, but we'll be checking if it's possible to add some of them, any of them. But most of these payment solutions allow you to create a link to pay on their gateway. So that's a workaround that some people just found that it works. So it could be cool to you to try, for instance. You can connect to any CRM. So for instance, if once you, or for instance, we have tested another tab on with Pipedrive. So for instance, once you change the stage on Pipedrive, that you can send to your prospect or to your lead just a proposal for a proposal. So getting all the data from the contact there, it's added to quotas, and from quotas every data every placeholder is populated, is auto populated with all this data. So I think that's those are some ideas. I naturally write a post and I say that the sky is the limit. So just think
I
of.
think that's wildly helpful. Thank you for all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. All right. If my quote has options, items that my client can add or subtract before accepting, how is this handled?
Yeah, you have also optional rates. Let's see in this. You can see my screen. Yeah, it's sharing. So from here, you have you can make any of the concepts of the proposal optional. Okay, cool. So that means that from here you will have if it's added or not. And let's see, save. I'm going to reload the proposal. And from here, you will see that nothing is selected. So your clients can add this. We have to work on this typo. So they can create their own proposal. So
that's great.
For instance, if you have some like a minimum and some optional issue or some optional concepts, they can just pick up which one of them they select. Okay.
All right. Okay. A lot of questions are coming in and I really appreciate it, but it's also very hard for me. Again, I'm just going to start from the top. Are you adding more templates?
Yeah, we have to add more templates. We'll be working on that as soon as all this Sumo crazy thing stops or comes to, I don't know if coming to an end, but we plan to add some more. We have received some requests to add some templates, so that will be incredibly helpful. So please let us know which ones you know, because that also helps us working on that. Because you know, it's like we can add some contracts, we can add anything about marketing, about whatever, but anything you may need, just let us know, because that will help us researching and to find out which kind of documents we can work with. Okay.
Cool. Can I export paper form or any form created in Google Forms to Quoters?
Not actually. We don't support. Yeah, we don't support forms right now. But you can link, for instance, if you need something for your client, you can link, or also you can set up a WhatsApp once the proposal is accepted to send to send like, an email about with the link to that form, for instance.
Cool. Is this program synchronized with Grammarly?
With Grammarly, Grammarly, you said? Sorry. Let me check. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Can we use this for doctor's office as a patient intake form where we take the proposal and instead collect information like height, medical history, etc.?
Let me check what the question is. No, not actually. It's impossible to use it as a form. So,
Cool.
sorry.
Can you add price ranges?
Nope. We plan to review this pricing table because, for instance, we have found that it's not easy to understand that also this pricing table can be used for fees, for recurring fees. So we will try to find out how we can make it work. So for now, it's not possible to add this, but we'll try to work on that. Okay.
Cool. Can you edit a template without creating a new proposal?
Nope, it's not possible.
Can the pricing section be saved as a template?
Yeah, it can be saved. So you can save anything. If, for instance, if you're cool with a header with a background video, it's cool. If you want to save your pricing table, you can do it. So, here are the options in the save section. So just save it, section name.
Cool.
Because I knew that I was writing something. I was misspelling something. So pricing table or whatever, save, and that's it. It's available.
Awesome. Easy peasy. Can it have multiple currency display?
Not for now. We're monocurrency.
Can financial proposal be in paragraph form?
Yeah, sure. Just come here, select the text, and check the H1 button, and that's it.
All right. Can we add our disclaimers, waivers in the form as a section and save it for future use?
Yeah, for sure. Here we added our, we used this kind of, let's say, default terms and conditions. So you can add them, just add whatever you're using, save as a section, or if you want, if you just like it, how the template looks, just save the template itself.
Amazing, amazing. Does the editor support multiple columns?
No, not for now.
If I have one code and at some point I want to add another code, will quoters allow me to upgrade at the same price that will become 2 codes? That feels like a lot.
I want to add another. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Can you use 2 different domains on the AppSumo deal?
You need two different organizations, so you need to add another business.
Cool. Are you planning on integrating with Google Fonts?
While we are integrated actually with the Google Forms, but we have but the list is limited, so we have to find out a way to add more instead of manually adding them to find to be just to get all the catalog they have. So
awesome.
We'll be working on that.
Are there certain templates which are more customized to mobile over desktop and vice versa? Is there a way to preview what the templates will look like on desktop versus mobile versus tablet?
No. Nope. They're responsive, so that means that they work no matter the device. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to add this as an idea for the public view that you can have in our website. Okay, so just I will check if it's possible to add, let's say, like an iframe or whatever, to look how it works on mobile, tablet, or desktop. Yeah.
Awesome. Where can a user submit feedback as they are using the tool? How can they get
Just
in touch with you?
yeah. So from here, this menu, this help menu, you have this support. So that mails to support@quoters.io. So just as simple as that. Send us anything you may need.
Awesome. Can we add a service fee besides our own tax, like GST or HST in Canada?
Uh, if it can be added in that tax section on over settings, that might fit. So if it's a tax, you can do it. So
Okay. Does Quoters track and report when and how many times the proposal has been opened by a prospective client?
uh, yes, but in a simple way. Just let me check here. From here, you get all the information. I mean, I think this is one activity. No, this is created. Here, as you can see here in this in the, let's say this clock, the activity icon here, you can get who, I mean, when the public view was visited. We have to check this because this is in Spanish, so we have to check this. But not actually who really view it. Okay, so we have to work with that. We
All
plan to
right.
extend analytics. Okay, so that means that you will be seeing some more cool stuff.
Cool. Is there a way to make the signature larger? It looks like somebody needed it bigger.
Mm,
Can you make it bigger?
yeah, it's we'll work on this. So the point is that we support this 4/3 ratio. So for instance, if you want to add it, just if it's already scanned, for instance, if you just wrote it on a paper and so on, just work on Photoshop to make it fit. Also, if you need some help on that, just send us that image so we can work with that, and we will try to make it fit for you.
Awesome. Um, can I embed iframe into a quote?
Nope at this moment. We will be working on that. It's been requested, and tech team is also is doing some research.
Can you remove certain aspects of the proposal when you convert it into a PDF?
Well, PDF is like something that we have to work on. PDF is not. It's let's say like how to say that. It's a feature we don't like too much. We have to work on that because it's like the way people can archive, for instance, or get a hard copy of the web version. Uh, but this moment it's not possible. So it's like we found like there were lots of problems when working with PDFs and trying to make them work together with our editor. So we just decided to go to this approach. And though it looks like a little bit messy, I think we can host a webinar or something about how PDF works or how PDF looks like. So I think we will try to record a video for that also to just to clarify how PDF works and which what can be done with it.
Awesome, thank you. Is there a cookie consent for visitors? Will it be GDPR ready?
So we are GDPR ready, but we don't have this cookie checkbox because there are no cookies involved, more than the server ones, and because our attorneys told us not to use that GDPR consent because these are supposed to be these are private documents, so there's some kind of direct and mutual consent already done. So that means that it's not mandatory to use in those cases. So that's why there's no GDPR consent checkbox or information tab. Okay.
Cool. Can you have multiple proposals for the same client as service coverage is increased or other services are added over time? Will these be collated under the client name instead of listed in general view?
You can do it. You can also create new versions as some services can rise. So just use the approach. For instance, what you say that is using the name of your client. You can filter, and actually the filters are how can you say that? Once you start typing, you can get information. So as you can see, as it's a dynamic search. So once you start adding any name, you will find that everything will be here. So for instance, as this is a proposal to me, to myself, if I start writing Esteban, it will be highlighted my name here. So I can find out all the proposals sent to that client. Okay.
Awesome. And I do know that you already went over clients can, they're the optional fields and clients can add those to the proposal before they accept. Question is if they can also change the quantity.
No, not for the moment, but not so far.
All right, but they can add additional add-ons and have the ability to upsell. That's to answer the other part of this question here.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a dog, sorry. All right, so these last few questions look like I believe they've already been answered. Can we convert this into an invoice?
Proposal. Yeah, there are two. I mean, quotas is not made to create invoices, but you can have as you can create your own invoices here. You can have as most of the ideas regarding a proposal or regarding an invoice, for instance, are there. The tax ID number, sorry. You can add this pricing table with all the concepts and so on. So it might fit. You can also have a series that could work. Okay. The point is that with this Zapier integration, for instance, you can send everything to your invoicing solution, and as all the data is on the pricing table, you can create your own. You can send all the information from quotas to your invoicing solution, and that invoice will be created. So, yeah.
Awesome. The last question that I have here, and if anybody else has any questions, you can leave them in the Q&A box. We are going to start wrapping this up, so hopefully it's not too many. Is there an example? Ed, to answer the question you just put in, you cannot edit a template without starting a new proposal.
Okay.
But this question that he just asked is, what is a placeholder, or example of how a placeholder is used? Cannot.
Yeah. So let's go because I used a template. So creating a blank template. If you want to create a blank proposal, just use this button, this plus new proposal button. So this is whatever. Let's use the contact. Will be Alexa again. I'm going to lift everything and let's go. So from here you have, this is a blank one. So you can start here your header, header 2. Okay, you can start right from here, and also you can add your custom placeholders. And a placeholder means that, for instance, if I want to add this header, for instance, business name is hi, this is business name, which is Carmen. Hi, hello, hi, this is how are you? Check placeholder.
Cool.
How are you today, Alexa? And if I go to the public view, this placeholder is just there should be this there. I don't know what happened. Oh my, this is the demo effect. I hate. How are you today, Alexa? It takes like it takes like 5 seconds to save to auto save everything. Okay, but hi, this is Carmen. How are you today, Alexa? So this is how placeholders work. So you can get all the information from your contact or from your business or about the proposal. So you can write like a conversation. So if you want to tell your client that that you're using, this is the first version, you can do it. You can use it. You can use this quote version placeholder to, so they can find it out. Okay.
Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna come back on the screen right now and close this up. Thank you all so much for joining us for another webinar. Thank you so much, Esteban, for walking us through all
You're
of
welcome.
that. And thank you everybody for all of your questions. If you have not already, you should go to appsumo.com/quoters and redeem your code right now. It is available. Starting at just $49 for a lifetime deal. And of course, there is the 60-day guarantee or 60-day return guarantee, so you can get it tried out and you can see how things work for you. And of course, let us know how things are going on the deal page. And if you have any more questions, you can leave those there as well. Thank you so much, Esteban. This has been great.
Thank you so much to you.
You're awesome. Have a good one.
Okay, have a good one too, and stay safe, please. That's important for all of
Very
us.
important. I agree. Have a good one.
Okay, bye.